Filming by yourself is interesting, man. There's a lot of takes a lot of time. All right, y'all. Welcome. So, I've been missing for a good handful of weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and that is because I wasn't really happy with my camera deal. For the most part, I was using a GoPro Hero 5 with the Ulanzi vlog kit, and then a mic, and I'll post all that stuff in the description below
if you want to take a look at it. But like uploading it from the camera to my computer, sometimes I would have to use my phone because the upload with the GoPro, I would actually have to use my phone, so I didn't have an SD card reader for my computer yet, so it was very frustrating.
Needless to say, I upgraded. I'm rocking a Canon EOS 70D with the same mic. I bought a tripod. So it's definitely working a lot better, and I'm really excited and very inspired to kind of get these videos going a little bit more frequently and consistent, like I was planning to. But yeah, I'm back. Welcome. A lot has happened, so I'm just going to kind of walk you through what has happened so far. Marley, leave it. Making sure she doesn't jump in the frickin' raised bed like she does. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of walk you through some progress updates on the seedlings that I have right here below the camera, and then what I did to the beds out front, then some things out, it's the bed right behind me as well, and then I also started a worm bin. So if you follow me on Instagram, the worm bin has been on Instagram as well, so I'll show you some updates on the worm bin. I have an unboxing to do. Got a heat mat so I can grow some peppers nice and consistently, so I'll go through that. I got these little, oh, I forgot I put seeds there. Got these little 6-cell, they're kind of deep too, and these are going to be what I start the things that I'm going to sell in: tomatoes, peppers, maybe cucumbers, but they'll go in these tiny cells, and then the things that I want a little bit more established that I'm going to sell, I have these 4-inch pots, and what I like about them was I bought them in bulk, so 200 of them costed me like less than $20, and they're flimsy. I don't have to worry about getting rid of them or damaging them, or selling them is going to be on the cheaper side, so cost of goods is going to be low, which is going to be good, because I'm trying this thing. I've seen a lot of people the last couple years on YouTube, big established farms and homesteads, make a really good amount of money selling seedlings and saplings and starters and stuff, so definitely going to take advantage of that. All right, progress, you ready? Let's start with the seedlings that I'm going to be up potting. Probably the last video that you saw was these seedlings, so I'll give you an update on them, and they're looking really good, and then we'll move out to the beds and I'll show you what I'm doing there. Another thing I'm really excited about this camera is just the ability to upload and download, and the quality of the picture is going to be way better. And this is my first real camera, so it's not like I'm ever going to outgrow this for the time being, but and I bought a really good deal, really cheap, from a guy on Facebook Market. These seedlings have been in my room under grow lights for, since the 3rd of January, and these guys as well. So these 4 trays here, these green ones, have a lid, a dome that goes right over the top of them. So amazing product, and I'll put the link for these guys in the description below as well. All right.
Perfect. Let's start here, and then let's do this. Cool. All right.
So my friends, my sunflowers are in this first guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different kinds of sunflower, if you will. And you see how they're not able to kind of stand up on their own? That means that the light that I put them under was too far away from them, so instead of growing like a normal sunflower like this guy right here, see him? Instead of growing normal like that, they wanted to kind of reach for the light, and it caused them to stretch, what they call leggy. So when I up pot them, I want to make sure that I do put them in the pot. I bury them a little deeper, and then when I do put a light on them, I want the light to be about 3 to 4 inches away from the plants. And I know that some plants grow at different speeds, so you don't want to, you want to do it as best of your ability to about 3 or 4 inches above everything. So it's probably best to grow in one tray the same thing. That way it's kind of tries to grow uniformly, but do you, boo-boo. So like I said, this is 5 different types, and then I have another type variety of sunflower back here as well. So Velvet Queens, these guys get nice and red, and it looks like I put 2 in each, but only 1 of each. Oh, no, I got one sprouting there. So they're definitely not done popping yet, but I do need to get them out of this tray. So I will put them in a different seedling tray, one of the taller, the longer ones. And then I'm going to relocate these guys to, I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Anyways, sunflowers. Definitely need to be up potted right now. I guess some of them do. All right. Here are the rest of the sunflowers are here. I want to kind of show you this too. The roots on them are absolutely crazy. So, definitely nice and healthy. It's even happening down there too. So, they're doing really well. And if you see, this and this look the same. So I did a couple of really silly things, and you can actually see it a little bit more in this one here. But I have no idea what it is. So I did this with a couple of things. I'll have some mystery plants that I'll plant and put a big question mark on to see what the hell it is. But since I need to up pot the delphinium, I might as well up pot that. So just to kind of show you what that was, I saw it popping this morning, or kind of trying to break the surface, so I wanted to see what it was. I'm very, very impatient. But it looks like the hibiscus are doing really well. Once again, I have no idea what these two are. So these are the two. They could be eggplant. They could be zucchini. I'm not sure. They look like every other vining plant I have. So I'll break those two apart, and I will up pot them, and I'll mark them with a big question mark. But it does look like they're the same thing. So that's kind of funny. I'm an idiot. Anyways, what do we got here? These are my leafy greens. They seem to be doing really well, except for the spinach on this side. Not too hot, but that's okay. What I won't do is reuse those cells. I'll make sure to break them apart and put them in the big soil pile that I have in the corner here. Arugula seems to be doing really well. Once again, guys, very, very leggy seedlings that I need to rectify, because that's not good. Not good at all. But when I do up pot them, I'll make sure to bury them nice and deep to hopefully get them a nice restart. I'm actually really excited about how much chard has popped out. I've been having a really hard time with chard last summer, so I'm excited to have some Swiss chard here, green and ruby here. Some spinach. I actually have a good amount of spinach out in one of the raised beds already, and I'll show you that in a minute. It's good to have more, I guess. Not much more, but a little bit more. And then I have a bunch of basil that I love the fact that I have a bunch of basil, because I do want to put them everywhere. They're fragrant, they're easy to sell. I could sell them as well, but we use a lot of it. I use a lot of it here, so basil. All right. And this is a tray that I actually started a little later than the other ones. These ones are started on the 19th and are just starting to have some fun here. So celery, It's my first year doing celery, and I made sure to do a bunch because I want to do a bunch. I want to juice a bunch. So I have 6 cells of really random seedlings here of celery, and what I will do is once they pop and they get to a good size, like the leafy greens that you just saw, I'll take them out and I individually put them in the ground. I'll save a whole raised bed for that. Romaine also doing really well. I love romaine. We eat a lot of romaine here. I grew a lot of it last year and did a really good job. So I want to make sure to have a good amount of that on hand because they look really fun. They grow really fun. I still have kale back here, so we'll walk through and look at the kale as well. Burgundy onions, so some red onions, and I'm going to wait till these get into a nice little patch. And then same thing with these Walla Walla. These are yellow onions. So I'll wait until they get nice to transplant, and these guys will go into a raised bed as well. I have potatoes in the ground, so I'll try to put these guys with the potatoes. And the sun's gone. I love these days after like a big heavy rain. All right, the wildlife seems to be going crazy today too. Now this one we're gonna have to kind of start on one side and slide it over. So this is one that I had started on the 3rd. You just got a bunch of stuff, things that kind of outgrew the domes. So I put them in these trays to start a completely new tray. So that's what all the ones that you saw back here that were started on the 19th. These were cleared from that tray. Okay, cool. So these first 3 are Cosmos. Once again, kind of leggy. So when I do repot them, I make sure to bury them kind of deep. But it looks like they're getting their second set of leaves, which is a perfect time to uppot them. The color is going to be amazing. They're going to pop nice and early in the spring. Love that. All right, so these 6 cells behind it are full of Roma tomatoes. How many we got here? 2, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3. Looks like we have 23 Roma tomato seedlings, and they're all about popping their second set of leaves as well, which is about time to not only uppot them into something bigger and more individual for themselves, but also to give them a little bit of fertilizer because there wasn't any fertilizer in the seedling starting mix. So fertilize. Next. 1, 2, okay. Get out of the way, you turkey. All right. These 6 cells here are full of San Marzano, a lot less San Marzano than Romas, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and it looks like we have one more that just popped down there for 17. I almost died. 17 San Marzano tomatoes. Awesome. Definitely going to be selling a good amount of these. Definitely I want to be doing a plant sale. I mean, every month in the spring and summer, maybe even starting in February, just to give people their starters already. All right, next. So these, okay, right here. These 2 are red jalapenos, and it looks like I have 2 sprouted in each. They're still almost, some of them have their second set of leaves popping, some of them don't. So I'll play that one by ear. Right behind that, these 2 are poblano, but it's really funny because look at the stems. Like this is a red stem, this one's a green stem, green stem, green stem. These 3 poblanos back here are green, but this one here is red. Very, very interesting. I don't know. So there's 4 poblanos and 4 jalapenos. I got a heat mat to start some peppers because they really, really like heat. And I have a good amount of peppers, a good variety of peppers. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to start that in a second because I just got the heat mat and I haven't unboxed it yet. So I'm going to do an unboxing with y'all. I'm going to set it up and then we're going to get some seedlings planted before I have to go to work today. Sounds pretty ambitious, but I think I can do it. All right. 1, 2, 3 up in front here. These are zinnias. They're old Mexico zinnias. Very pretty striped orange and red and yellow. And there's a bunch of them because I want color and I want pollinators. Once again, very super leggy. So, gotta fix that. All right. behind that right here, 1, 2, and 3, obviously way too late to transplant these needed to be transplanted a week ago, are zucchini. So I got them started kind of early because I want to try to get 2 rounds of zucchini out, get one done now and have a good amount of fruit, and then get another round of zucchini seeds sprouted in like early May, and then get a late summer harvest from that. But there's 3 zucchini there with a good amount of root set. And then behind here, these 6 cells starting here, here, and here are my straight 8 cucumbers. It looks like I have 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 straight 8 cucumbers. So good amount of cucumbers there that I need to build a trellis for still. So yeah, all of these guys need to get up potted into something bigger. Not all of them, but a good amount of them. And I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that.